Ladies and gentlemen, I've got an itchy eyeball for some reason. Deal with it, I'm infected. Guys, this is the episode we've been waiting for. Marvel's What If Zombies. Being brought into the What If universe. I'm super duper excited for this. If you'd have enjoyed our reaction, we'd really love it if you could go ahead and hit that like button. Helps us out of the algorithm in more ways than you realize. While you're at it, subscribe, click that notification bell to get notified when our next reaction is up. You know, things that YouTubers say, yeah. Also, full-length watch-alongs where you sync with the time coder over at our Patreon page, and over there we cover many shows with the same tier. You get the option for both reaction highlights and watch-alongs included. Almost done with Avatar: The Last Airbender. Lastly, gotta thank Pratham Jindal for editing down these highlights for us. You are a good man. Would never ever put a bullet to the head for you, man. I'd just let you chomp right into me. That's what I tell all my friends.
You can eat me. It comes down to that.
I wonder if the zombie rules here will be the same as they are in the comic.
Oh yeah.
I have to wait
And
to find
Magneto
out.
and Galactus are gonna show up.
I didn't say characters, I said rules. Ooh. Like Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
The human hiding within the Hulk fell from the stars to warn humanity of imminent danger. But the world he found was not one he recognized.
Okay, going from Infinity War. All right.
Thanos is coming. Hello? Anyone got any clothes? Oh God.
Oh shit.
It's like I Am Legend.
Hear me and rejoice.
Come out! Come out! Come out!
You are about to die at the hands of the children of
Here we go.
Oh boy, are you guys screwed! Wait, what are you guys?
Oh no.
Seems like overkill.
Where are you guys? Oh shit.
I can't believe it. Don't eat me!
Oh. Zombie kill of the week. Oh.
Don't eat me. I'm vegan. Oh, come on. What now?
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Who are you?
All that's left.
Don't eat me.
Just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Oh yeah? Well then, what the hell happened to the neighborhood?
I hope we see Spider-Man in that cape.
Janet Van Dyne contracted a quantum virus that corrupted her brain.
Oh.
That happened.
Huh.
Mom?
Hi, Miss Van Dyne.
No.
The entire Pacific Northwest was infected.
Oh god.
Ironically, it was the Avengers' heroism that sealed humanity's fate.
On my mark. Out.
No.
Oh, damn it.
Step long sleeves.
Here I come, bad zombie.
Zombie virus is passed through saliva, so the less skin you're showing, the less there is to bite. Zombies are attracted to the smell of human flesh.
The sneak attack.
Murder.
Heavy sleeper.
How about we skip the shower and grab the body spray?
No!
Oh.
Eulogies.
My king went missing with the Avengers weeks ago.
Oh, neat.
Cool.
Another survivor camp claims to have made progress on a cure.
It's Camp Lehigh in New Jersey, SHIELD's first base of operations.
I thought you were an Uber driver.
No, I'm a personal chauffeur. There's a difference.
Whoa!
All right, everybody.
Zombie kill of the week.
Do you guys just not have horror movies in Wakanda?
We don't need them. We have American reality shows.
Ooh.
Shots fired.
We're getting no juice. Train, please, be working for Daddy. No, it's not working.
I love how they have Kurt here. It's so funny to me.
Ooh.
The Falcon?
Yeah. What if Batman showed up?
Just birds.
Are you saying blam?
Was I?
Oh!
Happy? Man down. We lost Happy.
No, not happy.
I think it was.
The last mentor is gone.
Oh, it's Hawkeye.
They fly now.
Damn, they turn so fast.
Wow. Yeah, they do turn fast. Come on, buddy. How many trains have you pulled?
Sorry, Happy. Blam.
Oh! Oh! Wow. Bisect.
Should be sad, but I'm not.
Let's go.
He's pulling a train, like Spider-Man 2.
Disengage the brake on my mark.
Uh-oh. Oh, where's your Peter Tingle?
Heck yeah, cape! Heck yeah, cape!
You are a remarkable woman.
Front of the train's all hooked up.
Copy that. Inbound.
I'm rooting for Kurt and Hope to wind up together.
We're all here. Go.
No.
We did it. Destination Camp Lehigh.
Whew.
Sharon?
Oh, it's gotta be Cap.
Oh no.
I think you've had enough, Cap.
Yeah.
I could chew this all day. Oh.
Bucky!
Whoa, cool. That was cool.
Nice.
Guess this is the end of the line.
End of the line.
And he's got the shield now.
Oh, hey.
I'm covered in Sharon.
The kid has hand sanitizer.
Slight nod to the Thanos.
Yeah, I know, really?
I think you're in trouble.
Aww. She's been like the best.
I know.
How do you stay so upbeat after everything?
Practice, I guess. My mom, Dad, Uncle Ben, Mr. Stark.
Uncle Ben. Finally.
But my Aunt May says that if we don't keep smiling when they can't, then we might as well just be gone too.
Bad news, team. The train has run out of fuel.
How far away are we from Camp Lehigh?
Well, on the bright side, we are at least closer than we were. We're going to have to walk through that.
But you can make it over them. I might as well go out fixing the mess I started.
You didn't start this.
Your mom and dad did.
I started this, but you are gonna finish it.
You should have thought about the zombie apocalypse.
Every possible outcome, Hope. Whew.
Damn.
Wow.
I hope she doesn't turn into a zombie.
Yeah.
Well, she's in giant mode.
Then it becomes Attack on Titan.
Peter, Smile for me, okay?
Oh. John Goodman zombie.
Oh.
Why aren't they climbing the fence?
Huh? Oh God.
Oh.
We must be careful. Baba Yaga nears. The witch, known to lurk in shadows of sacred burial grounds. Spider Boy, come on.
Pigeon.
Hey.
The Mind Stone. It emits a subfrequency that is not to their liking.
Could that mean the infection is some kind of encephalopathy?
Brain stuff.
Precisely.
Brain stuff.
I experimented to see if targeted exposure might reverse their condition.
Were you successful?
Ta-da! See for yourself.
Hey, they did it.
Yeah.
You know, I need to get this thing motorized.
Oh.
I've lost weight. Thank you for noticing. But don't worry, I'm not gonna let it go to my head. I'll canvass the base. See if I can find his transport.
Sergeant Barnes, you will not find what you're looking for.
Uh-oh. Yeah. This is a good idea.
According to these security logs, we're not the first to respond to Vision's signal.
More survivors. Well, then where are they?
What?
No, Vision.
Stop. You and I.
Oh no.
Oh. Ah.
I really do wish you hadn't found us.
Vision, what the hell is this place?
A trap.
He's been keeping him alive to feed his zombie bride, that goth chick. I knew it. I was picking up vibes.
Her name is Wanda.
Yeah.
I can assure you my actions, though unsavory, were nevertheless born of logic.
You lured innocent people to their deaths, all in the name of love?
Love sucks.
What I have done.
So you should have no problem submitting to human justice.
Oh.
You have awakened her. She hasn't eaten in days.
Oh shit.
Oh God. No.
No!
Move out of the way, buddy.
Oh my God. Cool.
Yeah. Huh? Oh.
Oh, thanks. I feel like I'm back at prom.
Vision, we need your help. Get us out of here.
Wingardium Leviosa!
No.
No.
Okoye!
My king, Wakanda forever.
Oh.
There's a quad jet in the hangar.
You're not coming?
I must atone for what I have done. But I cannot bring myself to leave her.
Oh, damn.
My dude. Whoa.
Great. Yeah.
It worked,
Awesome.
guys. Oh, man.
Bucky!
Run.
Why even try, Bucky?
Yeah, dude. What are you gonna do with that gun? Yeah. Oh no! Zombie Hulk.
Oh, nice save, big guy. I think I can buy you guys some time.
Dr. Banner, no, we are not leaving you. I don't think I can lose another friend today.
So, avenge us. Need a nice one for a change!
Oh, yes!
We really did it! No, don't jinx it! Doesn't anybody here watch horror movies?
Oh, damn. Yep. It happened. It happened.
Oh.
Dyne, trust us.
Oh.
You know, she gave her life so we could get the cure.
That's twice she saved me.
Come on, it's a zombie movie. It's gotta be a bleak ass ending.
No, this is the Resident Evil ending right here.
That is not the end. They are still with us, as long as we do not forget them.
And once we get this to Wakanda, we're gonna save the world.
Oh, Wakanda's...
Yep.
Darkest of times, humans will give all to save their planet, even if it might bring an end to the universe.
Shit. It's cool.
Ooh, what a tease that is. What is?
We should be dicks to put that in the thumbnail.
Yes. And not even put our faces, just zoom in on that. What would zombie Thanos be snapping for? He'd probably have more, like a double the universe come back to eat.
All right, there's one thing I want to check. The cast names of the list. Oh, Josh Keaton. That's so funny. All right. Because, okay, Josh Keaton versus Spider-Man in Spectacular Spider-Man. But here he's voicing Steve Rogers in Captain America. Oh, that would have been. I mean, I thought the guy who played Spider-Man, Hudson Thames, did a pretty good job. But I was like, is that? I don't think it is. But just wanted to double check that. That would have been pretty neat if they actually ended up doing that. But yeah, it sounds like for the most part, most of the people here, they played themselves. Awesome. Yeah, good to see that. Good to see that. And that was an unexpected surprise there with T'Challa. Which I think they do that I think in Marvel Zombies that they do that. I believe it's Hank Pym though who's keeping T'Challa alive and is feeding off of him little by little. Yeah, but that was like straight out of the actual comic. There's some little differences in terms of the powers and stuff. I like how with the Marvel Zombies they still kept them with they still have the abilities. They're not just zombies, you know. But I remember there's like some type of other rule there where they, after a certain period of time after feeding, they kind of go back to their normal selves.
They have like a constant hunger, and then if they're deprived of anything to eat, eventually they'll just kind of stop being hungry.
Yeah,
as I remember it.
But then as time goes back on, then they go back to being zombified or something like that.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. But either way. Yeah, no, I thought that was a fun episode. And I thought for Disney Plus, they did a really good job at knowing how to do zombie gore without going overboard where you're reaching R-rated territory. I mean, it's like I had to tamper my expectations with this episode because seeing Marvel Zombies in the trailer was the thing that was like, oh my God, I'm so excited for that. And then, before filming this, it was like, all right, let's dial it back now. Let's not get overhyped because I could easily put too much expectation on what I would want out of this episode just for that, especially with the fact that it's Marvel Zombies. So I'm like, I really want them to go full horror, and then I want them to go really gory. And then I was like, okay, now let's just set your mind to they're not going to do any of that.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah. And so I actually thought this met it right in the middle of what I actually thought they would deliver for a Disney Plus adaptation of Marvel Zombies. So they took more of the horror comedy route here, where it never got too horrific. It never got scary, I would say. And then with the gore, they did a little bit more than I actually thought they would end up doing, which was a pleasant surprise. There was some decent amount of head lopping and blood gushing. It's all black gooey stuff, so they don't go like red, and they don't make it like horrific to stare at.
But there are a few pretty creative kills too.
Yeah.
Especially when Hope re-enlarges inside of Sharon.
Yeah.
It's pretty icky.
Yeah, there were some gross ones that they managed to get away with, or even like Falcon getting sliced right down the middle. So I enjoyed that aspect of it for what they did. Would I have liked them to go full on horror to the point, because they managed to, for the most of the episode, I feel like balance it with that levity, that comedy, where it still felt like a fun animated show.
Yeah.
Where I would have wanted them to like really double down on the tension of it all, but they're having fun with it, an alternate version of, so like it is that thing where I already prepped myself for, don't expect that. Yeah. I could easily impose what I wanted them to do on it. So instead I just got to go in here, taking what I what I got. And for the most part, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it's a really fun episode, I think, just in the immediate sense. And for the... I'm curious to see how it'll hold up on like a repeat viewing, because part of it for me is, that immediate novelty of with, the likenesses of our MCU iterations of these heroes, we're getting to see an iteration of Marvel Zombies come to, for me, that's just like, it's an easy sell. And for the most part, I thought the episode was fun. Like, I liked the ensemble that they had together, and I liked the amend that they made from, again, what I remember of the Marvel Zombies comic is like they all talk and stuff, and they have just this insatiable hunger. And I like that here, they are zombies, but who have that sort of George Romero kind of like, they have their old lives sort of in the DNA of how they move and act, and they have their powers, but it's not quite 100% like, they're lucid characters. I'm a little torn on this episode. Like, I had a lot of fun watching it, and I think there is a lot of fun humor about it. Sometimes I wish some of like the meta, like haven't you guys seen a horror movie kind of commentary maybe went further or did a little more than that, partly because I know that they are working against, it's not going to be the, crazy zombie bloodbath that a lot of people probably immediately think of and immediately want. And I can't really hold it against this episode not to be that, but I also, I wish they bridged that gap a little more with maybe some like crazier bit of context. Or maybe a better focus on the intensity versus the humor. Not that I didn't find it fun. I think it was a really fun episode, and that's kind of the best thing I can say about it, sort of.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really tense, which was probably if you're not going to go full on horror, because it's like again, this is another what if episode that I think does detract a little bit due to its runtime, due to the fact of how short it is, that some stuff just doesn't take the Vision and Wanda moment. Like, I love the choice of what they did there with Vision is keeping Wanda alive, Wanda feeding off T'Challa, and then, Wanda being the powerful being she is, and being zombified, she's just going to be this monster who you have to deal with. Like, I love the choice of that, but I felt it was kind of moving a little too fast from, the revelation of what Vision has done and why he's doing it, to Vision making a different choice than being like, you know what, you're right. I need to break out of here. I need to kill myself. Like all those things that happened. It was moved. It's like in a 40-minute episode or 45-minute episode, it obviously would have just taken its time a little bit more to settle in with the mood of it all, and then really dealing with what Vision has done. And it was just moving too. Some stuff just moves too quick for the more emotional beats or the more tension-filled beats. Like whenever I thought we were going to go there, it was actually the thing that would happen with that some people say about Marvel movies, where we get a moment that could be committed to the tension, we get undercut by a joke, by humor or something like that. So it started feeling like this weird blend to me of like a PG-13 kids animated movie. It was a little bit of the vibe I was getting. It's strange, where I obviously would have wanted them to go all out, to the point where it's that thing where I don't know if I honestly don't know if I'm even disappointed by that idea that they didn't fully go all out.
I wish they went, or no, continue.
Well, I'm just saying I didn't know if I'm fully disappointed, only because I really tampered my expectations prior to watching this.
Yeah. I guess for me, if what that made me think of is like, I wish this episode maybe went all out on something, because I don't really feel like it went all out.
It seemed like they had to be safe.
Yeah, on any one particular thing. And I feel like you don't necessarily have to go, all out on gore. You could go, and again, these aren't even about adhering very strictly to the MCU or the comic book stories, but like there's a lot of like twisted lore in that original, run of comics or whatever. And so I felt like, for what this was, it was like, okay, Hope, or Janet, she goes to the quantum realm, she gets this infection, she bites Hank, he comes back, and the zombie outbreak, and then that's kind of it, and then they're going to Wakanda and fix it.
Yeah.
And it's like a very simple story with a lot of like really cool moments and a lot of like really a lot of good effective jump things.
It's the plot of a zombie movie, essentially crammed into 30 minutes.
Yeah,
you know?
And it's like
it's like you find Vision, who you think is like, oh, the heroic say, oh no, there's actually something sinister happening here. That's a twisted form of love. Like they're playing on everything here is that, like I said, I love all the choices.
Yeah,
I think every choice is so cool. It's just more of the execution of the beats and letting the scenes kind of simmer a little more. Because to be honest with you, I think the Doctor Strange episode actually felt more harrowing and more bleak.
Yeah, absolutely.
Than zombie apocalypse episode.
Yeah, it really, really did.
Which, to be fair, though, on another note, to be fair, my recollection of the Marvel zombie thing, which I didn't read all of it. I didn't look through all of it, and I had to kind of like refresh my brain on some stuff earlier. Is that is a little campy. All right, I don't think it's like the best thing Marvel has like produced in terms of a comic. That itself is pretty campy. It's violent. It's very violent, but it's pretty cheesy
to
still.
Be revered.
yeah, I wouldn't say it's like
a arc.
Yeah.
It's a novelty that is a lot of fun to behold.
Yeah, it is. But I don't think it's like a great comic personally.
Yeah. There's a lot you can pick and choose if you want and not be mad about.
Yeah. But for what they did here, I like where they chose to do the what if scenario. Infinity War, starting from there. I like Mark Ruffalo's voiceover performance here more than I did in episode 3. I thought he had a lot of fun. I thought all the voice actors were really good. I even thought like Sebastian Stan, he seemed a bit off to me in the first episode.
Yeah,
I know not everyone shares that opinion, which is fine. You're allowed to have whatever fucking opinion you got. But I thought he did really good here.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Spider-Man, like the guy who played Spider-Man, I thought he did I thought he did a great job too.
Yeah,
like
really
I didn't make me miss Tom Holland or wish Tom Holland was. I mean, of course, it'd be nice if it was Tom Holland, but it didn't make me miss him.
It was a good match without making me think about that.
And I thought that actually, funny enough, with Spider-Man, I thought they really made him feel like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like he felt like the most brought to life in here, in terms of like I'm not saying that they don't do that with the other characters, but for Spider-Man, I thought they really brought the spirit of Spider-Man alive whenever we were with Spider-Man, like that exchange that he has with Hope.
He feels like the most complete character of this whole episode.
Yeah. That's my point.
Yeah.
Is that I thought they'd fleshed him out really well. I did like Bruce Banner a lot. I thought Paul Rudd's voice work here as Ant-Man was I thought they were going to go all out like the Marvel zombie comic. They like put his head on something, but they did not. They kept it Futurama style.
Yeah. No, should have made that. I was thinking 2 missed opportunity jokes was that, and now you got Michonne just back.
Right.
She's back in the ADR studio doing Walking Dead just with a Wakandan accent.
Oh yeah, that's true. I totally didn't even put that correlation together.
Yeah. Like 3/4 of the way through, I was like, oh damn, this is like every day for Denai Guerrero.
Yeah. Oh, that's so true. That's a great point. I did not even connect those dots there.
Which it was cool to have her. I did because you have so many potential characters to choose from, and I liked which ones they had as zombies and which ones they had as the survivors. I liked that it was sort of a random. You even got Kurt in there. You got like a kind of a random mixture of supers and people with elevated or just helpful abilities.
I mean, I could spend forever going on about what I think they could have done with a longer episode.
Yeah.
Like, to be completely frank.
I could write the whole anthology's worth of what else you could have done.
Well, I mean, right down to like Bucky and you know what like pulls me out, it like to something that even on just this episode's own merits, not something of just what I would want. Bucky, one could argue, is, like he's living in the zombie world. He's a trained soldier, so he's just made himself even more cold to endure this, right? That's one way of looking at it. But the moment when, after Sharon turns, and how he's doesn't seem to really give a shit.
Doesn't really acknowledge that at all. They make a joke.
A joke about like pushing her away, and then or even having some type of emotional, like when they come into contact with the zombie versions of these people they know, there doesn't ever seem to be, and it's a classic zombie thing to do, I think, of like, oh no, you know, why'd you no,
I can't
not
kill
you.
Steve, not even in zombie form.
Yeah, it was like cool to see, zombie cat brought to life, zombie Iron Man brought to life, but it's like the most reaction moments that happened, I thought, were with like Bruce Banner when they first appear.
Yeah.
He's like, what no, what are you guys doing? Oh my god. like that stuff was a lot of fun. And I like what they did with, because in Infinity War, that running bit about how Hulk's not coming out.
Yeah.
And then here they let him come out, like he saves him with the first bite.
Yeah.
And then allows him to be a hero when they're trying to escape on the Quinjet. I thought was a really nice moment too.
Yeah.
I thought like messing with that familiarity from Infinity War was really neat. Chadwick Boseman did another fantastic job again. Absolutely. And as opposed to playing T'Challa before, now he's Black Panther this time around. Yeah. It's such a... I like the ending. It's a bleak ending. Predictable ending. Except for Thanos part with the glove.
Yeah.
What's he snapping? You're right. It's a good question.
Yeah,
what is he snapping to?
Is he snapping away half of the zombie population so that there will be more humans to go around? Or is he just going to snap more humans? Or is his brain functional enough to snap anything coherent at all?
I mean, because sometimes the zombies seemed like they were 100% coherent and exactly able to do the ability. And then you got someone like Hawkeye who's a little bit like...
Maybe
I'm a foot away, my bad.
Maybe the longer you're a zombie, the more brain dexterity you build, and the more of your old life you get. But maybe Hawkeye was just turned recently, so he's still learning.
Yeah.
To get it back. It's weird. It's like, I think it is a really fun episode, and there's like a lot of moments I really liked, and there's a lot of there's tons of things throughout this episode that are just like it's the easiest thing to have be fun about this show, but it is always fun. Is just the whimsy of going, oh, it's this character in zombie mode, just the fun twists or horror movie twists on each character in each situation.
It's like I thought the scenes could have had somehow I felt like there was it fell short of conflict on a lot of missed opportunities
this
for
should have
conflict.
Been toll on everybody. Like it should have felt like it had an emotional toll on every character. And I feel like what you brought up with Bucky, it's like I feel like, and again, I don't want it to be just the what they ought to or could have done review, but
you can't help but notice it.
Yeah, because then I'm thinking like, you could have made that kind of the thing for everybody, is like maybe Okoye finds T'Challa in that situation with Vision. Maybe Peter has to face down Tony. Like make it be that these zombies are like really emotionally resonant to each person, not just we're all Avengers and it sucks that you're a zombie.
Well, it was surprisingly feeling light-hearted and many of the scenes that weren't involving like just killing the zombie.
Yeah.
It's like there seemed to be a missing toll on the emotional weight of a lot of this that like would come in segments, like Hope taking the blame. Because I've only seen Ant-Man and the Wasp once. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's looking for mom. So, yeah, like Hope taking the blame for that. Hope dying. Hope willing to, like, go into giant mode and sacrifice herself when she's already dying. So, like that. Or, like, the choice of, like, more of what they did with kind of Wanda and Vision. Like, I love that choice.
It's so twisted, yeah.
It's twisted and it's within character. And it's, it's like you're, like, to me, I'm like, Vision had, that was such a, that's usually what you give to, like, a human character. And Vision, I'm like, no, you actually did, like, the most human thing out of a lot of these people,
Because you are, in your own way, above all of this anyway, because you're not, and that's a great twist, too, because at first you're like, oh, God, is he some kind of, like, evolved zombie? Oh, no, he's just grief-stricken again.
Yeah.
And doing desperate things for love.
Yeah, which is a neat flip coming off of WandaVision, where she was wanting to keep Vision alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though he was dead. So it's a neat flip.
It's another resonant thing rather than just like, a neat happenstance.
But yeah, I could kind of go like scene by scene and go, but that's the thing though is it's a matter of expectation, and like of course there's that part of me that is disappointed, but I tampered myself before going in, so I'm like, nah, it's about what I expected at this point.
You know what's funny is when we got to the end credits and it was just those empty rooms and those just slides of different settings and the art, I was like, I wish the episode had more of this, because it is just kind of chilling to look at all these familiar Avengers spots run down and zombified. And so yeah, I was like, it's weird. I wish they just put some of this air into the episode.
Yeah, because I don't know, they kind of, like they did drop the whole like Banner shows up about Thanos, and then he doesn't even like bring it back up.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
bigger
you
fish.
do know you got like this this is this world problem, which I get why you're so focused on the immediacy of this.
And these are Thanos' boys who just greeted you.
But the other part of me is also like, but Thanos is a universe threat. Yeah, this is and so I think that would have helped better bookend that beat with Thanos being there with the Infinity Gauntlet. I think that would if there was a reminder of that situation.
That was part of Bruce's story for the episode.
Yeah,
had anything to do with that initial piece of, because then it just feels like, oh, that's a fun connective bit that doesn't really lead to much.
Yeah. I think it would have bookended it a little stronger.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, all the choices I think are good. But there is some stuff I thought was a little too undercut by some humor, and I thought they could have. I thought tonally they could have made this feel a lot darker. Are there moments that feel dark? Absolutely, but overall, I'm like, nah, man, you're a zombie episode. Give us that harrowing weight and the desolation and the impending doom.
Yeah,
you
man,
know,
give us that. Give us at least
desperation.
Some of that, 28 days later, just like, like desperate times, and you're overrun by overpowered zombies, not just zombie. Like that's horrifying idea is just superpower zombies.
Because the personalities of everyone just felt so light still. Like the personalities and the way they interact felt so lighthearted. It's like I love that they gave attention to Spider-Man in that moment. Like, how are you still able to have this attitude? I'm like, well, yeah, it makes sense. You explained that, but I'm like, but everyone else is it. Even like Hulk, even Bruce Banner to a certain extent for a lot of it seemed to lose some of that weight. Or like Scott Lang, it's
he's really adjusted to being a head in a jar.
It's conflicting because it's funny, it's amusing, and it feels very Paul Rudd.
And it feels very
Scott
animation.
Lang? Yeah, it's very animation, but is it Scott Lang?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's kind of the question. So, I don't know. I definitely can't say I love this one. I'm sure if I go on social media, there are some people who are like, "Thank you, Marvel, for bringing this to life," and this is the best. I'm sure if I go online, I'm sure there's a lot that are saying that.
Weeping tears
but
of joy.
Personally, nah. I mean, I enjoyed it more than the first and third episode. That's a no-brainer for me there. I enjoyed it more than the first and third episode. So, but right now I would rank this as my third out of 6. Well, no, 5 out of 5. This is number 3 for me.
Okay, that's about fair. Yeah, and the Watcher nowhere close to interfering.
Should have turned the Watcher to a zombie.
That would have been so cool. Damn it.
I will interfere finally.
And just the second, just the tip of his finger crunch. Shit. See, Doctor Strange, I told you so. Now your cape has been on every other hero. That's the thing too, is like they have the Avengers show up at first. I'm like, what a great opportunity to show like the oh shit stakes of like the zombie. If it was just the heroes and regular people zombies, I'm like, yeah, they should be light because it's just zombies. But if it's like a bunch of any hero or X gene or inhuman person is out there, it's like that's a threat. That's a huge threat. I
thought they missed the tone here and the mood. That's something that I thought they kind of failed to hit the mark on.
But it's still fun.
Yeah, and I mean that in a sincere way, It's I'm not saying that in a passing way. It's just in a sincere way, But Guys, what'd you think about this episode? Leave your thoughts down below. Is it your favorite?
Why are we wrong?
Sure, why not? What if Greg and John love this? What would we say?
That's a good one. What would our review be if we loved
What would our review be? Thanks for being here. All I can do is be honest. And that's how it felt. Doctor Strange episode is still the best one.
It is. It is.
But guys, subscribe, click that notification bell, hit that like button, and let's do a Patreon. Tyler Haig. Tyler, my man. Listen, dude.
Tyler.
Dude. I feel like you would easily survive a zombie apocalypse. Undoubtedly. We've seen your setup at home. You got 4 TVs running at once all the time. You seem like you got a spacious, comfy home.
Mm-hmm.
You strike me as the kind of guy who would just be chilling at home when the zombie apocalypse is going on. You wouldn't even be aware there's a zombie apocalypse
Not
going
for
on.
a few weeks at least.
I think you would survive it just by letting time pass by. You know?
All the zombies will have died out long before you realize what's happening.
And that's like the greatest benefit you can have, man. You're just such a chill, relaxed gentleman that you would survive simply by doing nothing. It would be amazing.
Yeah, man. It's the Winnie the Pooh method. It's perfect. You're just so good-natured that somehow the forces of the universe just let you skate on by.
And you're so likable that I think if zombies ended up catching up to your doorstep, they wouldn't even try to eat you.
Yeah.
They'd be like, we can't do this to him.
Yeah, sorry, guy.
He's too sweet. He's too sweet of a human being.
Who don't you like? He didn't even tell us that you passed the zombie test. We'll go eat someone else.
So, Tyler, thank you for being you, man. You're a wonderful human being. And hey, thank you for being here for so long.
Thanks, Tyler.
We'll talk with you soon, bud.
Be well.